Are you recording? You better be recording.
All right, now I'm recording.
All right, now you're recording.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the show now.
Yeah, it's an actual podcast.
It's an actual podcast.
Not just me pretending that we're playing video games.
Yeah, right? I want to talk about what's on your shelf behind you.
Okay.
There's a big System 7 box.
Yeah.
Do you still have that Mac, by the way?
Yep, it is on the shelf up above it, but you can't see it from here.
I want that. What else is back here? What else you got on that shelf?
Random knickknacks. Next to the System 7 box is a bunch of other stupid Mac software. Then there is a policeman Pez dispenser that my youngest child picked out for me. A set model Chris knife from the movie Dune. A pack of candy cigarettes. A metal skull. These things, which are actually kind of interesting. It's a set of fake teeth. This person had a lot of cavities. It's an actual dental mold from someone from some medical school thing. And, I got this thing. Geez, everyone's just going to be grunting. Which is comparative hearts of different animals. So there's all sorts of stuff in there. I don't know what they are. There's no, legend or guide to whose hearts
could be anybody's heart.
They belong, but my heart belongs to you, which is the important thing.
Aw.
And then
what is that? That's what I want to know what that is.
This. Well, it was cooler before it fell off a wall and broke.
It looks like lines of cocaine. What is that?
It is not. No. It says nylon is born, and it's an old ad with a bunch of mannequin legs that have different hosiery on them.
Oh yeah.
And I saw it and thought it was creepy and loved it and bought it and stuck it on a wall, and command strips fucking failed me and it broke, but I kept it anyway.
Yeah, all I got is this weird Macstop 8 shirt hanging over here. I don't have anything cool. I got books. I got books.
Yeah,
that's all I got. I got books.
Well, you have a bunch of, you have VR stuff.
Yeah, I got VR stuff hanging up
for watching VR stuff.
God, women get so wet when they see it. God, what am I doing with my life?
I don't know. I should buy more creepy knickknacks from secondhand stores in New York.
Oh, God. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Is it you got a place you go to for that? You got
Yeah, I got a couple places.
Yeah, just weird alleys you go down?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. This is the show. Eric's back. Paul is still on vacation. Prostrating himself to the god Mickey. So I hope he's having a good time. I can't wait to hear all about that when he's finally back. But Eric's back. Eric's gonna fill in again. Back by popular demand. All 6 of our listeners thought you were awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got no feedback from anyone, so I don't know.
I'm giving you the feedback, bud.
Oh, yeah, from who?
From me. I hear things.
Who else? Yeah, who said something nice first? I want to send them a gift.
I have a couple cousin that listen to this. Whenever they're not busy. So they do the thing where they kind of do what you do, where they queue up a bunch of episodes and listen at once.
Oh, they binge through, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best way to do a podcast.
Yeah. Boy, those teeth were so creepy.
Yeah.
Those teeth were creepy.
I loved them.
But part of the reason I wanted you to indulge me with your knickknacks on the shelf is I have a surprise for you.
Oh, boy.
Yep. It'll be coming your way in a couple days.
Okay.
It's something you can use to spice up your space. Are you allowed to hang things on your wall?
Of course.
I didn't know. I mean, we live in New York. I don't think people actually own anything there.
There's a thing hanging on the wall right there.
What is that?
That is a picture of a princess that my older daughter drew when she was young. Aww. I can't take it down because of the way that it's tacked up, but basically, my wife started drawing an outline of a princess, and she was like, "Here's a pretty pink dress," and whatever. And my daughter proceeded to color her eyes in fully black, and then take a red marker and just stab her face repeatedly. So it just looks like something horrible happened.
God, your kids sound amazing.
Yeah, they're great.
That one video what was that video you sent me where she was drawing me on a tablecloth?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that happened.
Oh, God.
She did a good job with that, I thought. Very representative.
Facebook's fucking me up right now. I go on Facebook, I don't know, once every 4 or 5 weeks, just because.
You shouldn't.
Well, I don't.
There's nothing there for you.
I know. Even Twitter's failing me these days. But anyway, I was on there and it was showing me pictures from 5 years ago of myself when I was in that weird phase where I thought I still had hair, but I didn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I looked real bad. I looked real bad. I was not happy with the way I looked.
No. There needs to be a way to like Soviet Russia style, just disappear those parts of your life. You're like, oh no,
just expunge these pictures.
Like,
I was overweight. I had my hair was just bad. Anytime there was a camera nearby, it was like, oh, you have a scalp here. Let me remind you. And it was it was so bad. Those pictures are so bad.
Can we get some lighting on this?
I'll never forget the minute that I knew it was going to be bad. I was in Vegas back from my very first job. I was out there for like a big project, and we were hammered and walking around. I want to say Bally's, and there was some women that weren't really dressed appropriately, and I was allowed because I wasn't seeing Mandy at the time, and I wasn't married yet. But I happened to like do this like thing where like I just kind of watch them. I think the term is leering.
Yeah.
And someone got a picture of me, and it's like you could just totally see the bald spot forming on the back of my head. And it was like just insult to injury in that picture. Oh God,
sorry.
I don't want to talk about myself.
Things like that are never uncomfortable. Like any like fat phase pictures where like you just don't. Like my mother is like the absolute queen of capturing you in a picture at your worst. Like whatever like mid-face like stroke victim thing you're about to do, like just like you have like a cashew hanging out of one tooth and like
gross.
You know, you're like sitting back on a couch and your shirt's pulled up over your stomach a little bit, and you're just like, oh, come on,
Mom.
Like that's the moment you chose, and then worst of all, like that's the moment you share with people. It's like not only am I going to take this picture of you, but later I'm going to send this picture to you to remind you of this time when you were at my house. I'm like, God damn it, that's not what should be happening.
Yeah.
Censor yourself. Edit.
Yeah. Well, I'm permanently in my fat phase, so it's like it doesn't really matter.
Oh yeah, same. But
But you're back in the gym now, though.
I am back in the gym, but that never stopped me from being fat before.
No, shut up. Your face looks skinny as fuck right now on
really?
camera. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, camera's doing you favors, bud.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The camera adds I don't know, nothing to me. I don't know.
The camera adds so many COVID infections.
I paid extra for this.
Got the good camera, Becky with the good camera. Yeah. So this was my first week back at the gym myself. I got the Rona. It was good. I was traveling for work, and then I got sick.
Is this your first confirmed official time?
No. Well, I guess I don't. So back. Not this past Thanksgiving, but like the first COVID Thanksgiving we had.
Yeah, no, I remember you talking about.
Yeah, like I just pooped a lot, and like that was the only symptom I had. But like it was one of those things where it was very. You ever had the flu real bad, and you're like in not trust a fart territory? Yeah,
of course.
That's what it was for me with that.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't stop. And like everything, I think at the time, literally everything was a symptom. Like I think like if you had a hangnail, you had COVID. Yeah. Everything was a symptom.
I had an Uber driver who told me that he got COVID and his only symptom was a black spot on his tongue. I was like, okay, go on. Let's hear more about that, Doc.
Oh, is that why you can't taste anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he could taste everything, just had a black spot on his tongue. Like, all right.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just like shit my brains out. But this time, like, I didn't have a home COVID test for that one. I just sort of like diagnosed myself, and because Mandy had it, right?
Yeah.
She had it, and she was not in a good place with it. But no, this was like my first. Like, I took like a self test and came back with the extra line, and it was like fuck. And
you're pregnant with a virus.
Yeah, exactly. Congratulations, you have a COVID baby. You can't get an abortion. No, what was it? So I just had like, and this one really fucked me up because like I got home Thursday night, and then Friday I was feeling a little bit under the weather, and I was supposed to go on a little mini road trip, and we didn't. And by Saturday I had the whole raging fever, like 101-degree fever.
There you go.
Yeah, it was good. I literally laid there all 4th of July weekend, and then like Mandy, she loves me, but she was really didn't want to get sick because now she's in Florida right now. So yeah. Maybe her and Paul are hanging out and having fun. I don't know.
From what I hear on Twitter, Florida is the COVID capital of the world. So
Florida's got a lot of things going on right now. you're a traveler. You very much enjoy traveling.
Yeah.
And when I say you enjoy traveling, like you don't go to like Boca, like you're going like you go to like the south of France.
I'm not the south of France. I go to regular Paris.
Go to regular France,
where God intended. I don't know. Yeah, I like traveling. I like getting the hell out of here. I've had COVID in 2 countries now, so that's fun.
Fun. What were your symptoms with it?
Almost nothing. Like just basically nothing. I think I like Lefroy didn't taste as strong one night. And I was like, I took a test and I was like, yeah, there it is. And then
got it.
In December, you know, poor fucking me. We were in Paris for 6 weeks, and like it was, you know, that December when, like, you know, the Omicron or whatever like popped up and everyone got it. Like it happened again. Ashley got like proper sick from it. I didn't get anything. I was fucking flexing on that thing.
Yeah,
smashing that virus.
Well, you are a specimen. Yeah, fuck. You told me this because we're gonna talk about why this is important here in a little bit. But you're going on a couple trips coming up, right?
Well, yeah. So, I mean, if you need my full travel itinerary, this summer we're doing some time over in Europe again, and then in October I get to go to Amsterdam. Well, I get to go to near Amsterdam by myself for a conference. I'm doing a pre-con over there, and then November this year. Jesus Christ, I'm in Seattle for PASS.
Yay, PASS!
Yay!
Talk to me about the Amsterdam trip real quick because I'm going to look something up.
All right,
I'll go with you.
I'm going to. I'm going from like October 9th plus 6 days to a city called Utrecht.
Yeah.
Which is about 40 minutes outside of Amsterdam.
Is this Technorama?
Yes.
Okay.
It is Techo. Is it Techo or Techno? I have no idea.
Fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, me either. I should probably learn.
I never spoke at that one. So wait, when do you go over there?
October 9th, I think.
You fly out on a Sunday?
No, I go on that Saturday. I'm sorry, because I have to book everything for like the day plus one for
right.
Day minus
day minus one, N minus one problem. When do you come back?
I don't know, 6 days from when I go there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
I have a little bit of padding on the end.
All right, let me see here.
The conference is from like the 10th to the 12th, but I need a couple of days to adjust, and then a couple of days to not be at a conference. So.
So I'm actually trying to see if I can get a flight over there. I'd go to Amsterdam with you.
You can get a flight over there.
I can get a flight over there.
Yeah. If you were going to go, I would. So like, I think I have a hotel room that we could both stay in comfortably.
Let's get
if it's nut to butt, but
nut to butt.
But like, I would actually cut the hotel stay short a couple of days in Utrecht to hang out a couple of days in Amsterdam. If you wanted to do that.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, so we can negotiate that offline if you can't find anything.
Yeah.
Delta One, you bitch.
What's that?
Delta One, bitch.
I can't afford Delta One.
Yes,
What am I, Erik Darling? I don't have that kind of money.
Sell a car.
Yeah.
Where do you go anyway?
Yeah, the gym.
Chipotle?
And a dinner. Why do you give me so much shit about Chipotle?
It's the only thing about you that I know that you do regularly that you are disappointed by, so that's why I give you shit about it.
Oh, well, I mean, listen, Chipotle's been fucking up, dude. Like,
yeah.
Like the most recent fuck up that I had with Chipotle is the one closest to me. We had like a really bad heat wave like 2 weeks ago, and like the Chipotle was like I just couldn't even deal with it. Like they just closed. Like. And by the way, this is also the Chipotle, by the way, the one closest to me that had the big salmonella outbreak that everybody got like free Chipotle for life from.
Nice. How come you didn't just pretend?
I don't know. Because I didn't live close to this one when that happened. I lived closer to the one where like regular people go. Yeah, this Delta One is like $8,000. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to fly.
I can do like scrub tier for like $2,000.
Well, do whatever makes you comfortable. I'll be up front. Fucking with you people.
Yeah, he's not going to come back and check on me as I'm curled up in a ball in my seat.
No, I actually with my seat, I think I can put you in my overhead compartment. So you're my comfort.
Drew, you all right up there? You need some more Xanax? Like, what do you need? What do you need, bud? I got you. Oh my god, man! So we should talk about this.
Yeah,
So
we should.
The flight, when I was coming back from Seattle,
Yeah.
I was flying on Alaska Air. It was the first time I flew on there. And airlines are doing this thing now where like you can do free texting while you fly.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get it working on the flight over there, but I was all Xanaxed up, so it didn't matter. But I had an edible before I got on the plane because I wanted to see if that would truly help my anxiety.
Yeah.
And it was legal in Seattle, and I was able to get one. So I took it after like I got through security and everything, and I was getting ready to get on the plane, and like it didn't kick in till we got up to like cruising altitude.
Yeah.
And most of the flight was just rock solid, just not bumpy at all. And like I was watching The Big Lebowski on my iPad, and
nice. That's all you need.
Yeah, and I was like starting to doze off a little bit, and then we hit some weather. Yeah, and that's when I started texting you that I was going to die.
Yeah. You didn't die.
I didn't die.
Congratulations.
I didn't die. I have just as many takeoffs as I do landings, which I think is
it's a good even number to have.
It's a good metric to measure that by.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for being my lifeline
anytime.
as I was freaking out.
I mean, I've hated flying. I hated flying for a long time. When I was younger, I traveled with my mother a lot, and that not that part of it was bad, but that we were on a number of real bad flights when I was a kid that kind of messed me up. And then I was on one flight going from Boston to San Diego when I was like, it was a day after my 20th birthday, and I had spent the night out getting hammered. That's what you do. And
right.
And I'm pretty sure that I vomited that night on account of my malfeasance and treating my body well. And then the first plane that I got on, someone was sitting next to me eating, I forget, Quiznos, some grotesque Quiznos sub. The plane got hit by lightning.
Oh no!
Which didn't it didn't do anything catastrophic, but like the plane definitely just like kind of stopped being a plane for about 5 seconds until like whatever backup thing kicked in. It didn't like nosedive, but it was definitely just like bloop, 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 bloop. It was like, oh, that's not fun. So so like from like 20 to like my late 20s, I was just like, fuck planes, fuck flying. If I need to go I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move to New York so that I don't have to go anywhere. I'm going to be where I want to be no matter what. Like everyone should come to me. I'm in New York City. Screw you.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, I expanded my view of the world a little bit and got back into airplanes. And so since then, it's been okay.
Well, I mean, I used to fly all the time. Like,
yeah,
I remember like my first business trip, like I felt like king shit of fuck mountain because like, growing up, like we never flew anywhere. Like we didn't really go anywhere on vacation. When I was a kid, like we would go to like Myrtle Beach or like Ocean City or like some places we could like drive to.
The woods and back.
Yeah, exactly. Like typical this like white family road trip. We never went to Florida. We never went to Disney. We never did any of that stuff. Like we would just go to like the beach somewhere.
That's wild.
Yeah. We used to go to SeaWorld in Sandusky, which was not.
Say that again.
We used to go to SeaWorld in Sandusky, Ohio.
Like the Chris Farley movie, Sandusky, Ohio?
Yeah. That one.
Wow.
It's a real place.
Yeah. Okay. I had no idea.
Yeah. So we used to go to like SeaWorld and stuff, and like family reunions and things. But we never flew anywhere. So like I didn't really get on a plane until like I used to have to travel for business, and I used to think at the time it was like the coolest shit in the world. But then just one day, a little internal mental switch flipped, and I can't do it anymore, man. Don't know.
You know what? I think you just need to have some good flying experiences. Because here's a theory that I have. When you leave home, you leave behind wonderful Mandy and the Rocky the champion. And you're on a plane by yourself, and
most definitely not by myself.
Well, you know what I mean. Yeah. Like you're not there with a companion. I think if you had some airplane companionship and you had a couple fun flights under your belt, you would change your tune about it.
God, just get absolutely blasted on a plane.
Yeah, exactly. Hang out, shoot some shit. It's fun. Like you can get through a lot when you have someone to go through it with on a flight. Like the turbulence becomes a little bit less turbulent. You can kind of make jokes about it. I remember the first time I was ever on a real turbulent flight with someone, and it made a joke about like putting the cat in cadaver, and like it's like little stuff like that, like it kind of helps you through it. Gives you some different coping mechanisms to deal with such events.
You're probably not wrong.
Probably not. I'm just trying to get you to fly somewhere with me. I'm probably full of shit.
Well, let's talk, because like the Amsterdam trip might actually work.
Okay,
because that's in October, and like I didn't take any vacations this summer, so I got time to burn.
So that means you're not coming to New York.
Well, I didn't say that.
Okay,
I didn't say that. So okay. So let's get into like the topics du jour here, because like in all things of my life, you are living the life and buying the things that I wish I could. So okay. So for people who don't know, right? Erik's in New York. I'm in Ohio. Erik has infected me with this disease that I need a nice watch.
I'm passing it on. I didn't understand something about this disease. It is vampiric in nature.
I get it. And
someone bit me. I'm biting you.
The only way you can stay young is to like drink my blood. I get it. Like whatever. But no, I have wanted a nice watch for years. But just circumstances being what they are, like, the first time I wanted to get one was right around the same time we bought our first house, and then I sort of put all that on the back burner. We saved up a bunch of money for improvements to that house, and then I was basically just squirreling away money to get out of that small house and into like a real house. So I sort of feel like financially I've climbed sort of the last mountain that I need to climb for the foreseeable future. And I think I could probably be in a place right now or very soon where I could take a lump sum of money and probably not feel bad about buying a watch. Now, I'm not going to go buy a $30,000 Submariner, right? But
it's good because they don't make one of those.
Okay. Well, okay. They're
subs,
more than that,
subs
right?
You can get neighborhood. What is it like? I want to say retail on a sub right now is around 12 to 13. It's around this. Right, it's right around the same place as
I feel like
normal.
They were more than that. I feel like they were more than that.
If you get an 18 karat gold sub, it'll run you 30, 35, 37. But the stainless steel model is right around the 12, somewhere between 11 and 13.
Yeah, so
I know there's a little price hike recently, so it's going to be somewhere in there.
I'm looking here, right? So they got the Submariner.
Yeah.
And this is retail, right?
Yeah.
So Submariner, let's see here. Where do I do this? Configurator. Configure my Submariner.
It's a magical place.
So they got the 41, they got a date, they got the sub and the sub date. Which one do you like?
I prefer a date on my watch. It doesn't.
Yeah, same.
It's probably not. It's one of those things that you only need to figure out once a day, so it might not be the most utilitarian that you can get on a watch. But
yeah, so
I like to have it there. Gives you something to stare at.
The oyster steel, whatever the fuck that is, that's like $10,000.
Yeah.
And then the one with the gold stripe down the middle is 14.
Never buy a two-tone. I'll disown you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Yeah, and the yellow gold's 37, and then the white gold's 40.
Yeah. So a friend of mine has a yellow gold one. The yellow gold one looks impressive in person.
That looks really nice. Yeah. So Erik has been not nagging me, but very kindly reminding me that he has places in New York where we could go do this, and the tentative plan is for me to come to New York and we're going to go look at watches because as you have said, you have to see it on your wrist.
Yeah,
that's rule number one.
You have to see it in person, even if it doesn't go on your wrist. You like the pictures of watches never do them justice.
Sure.
Like if I held my watch or watches up to the webcam right now, you would not give a shit. You'd be like, yeah, cool, you have a hunk of metal on your wrist. Nice bracelet, dickhead. It would just make no difference to you. But when you see them in person, you put them on and you get that weight on your wrist and you get that feeling and you do a little jiggle with your wrist like that. It's a whole different thing. Yeah. And then, man, I got to tell you, the reactions that people have when you walk into a room with a good one. It's you get treated differently. You get looked at differently. It's a whole thing. It's a bit of status.
Finally,
it's a bit of status.
Finally, I made it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So we have the show notes here, and you put a link in the show notes for Chrono 24.
Yeah, it's not where you should buy a watch from, but it's a great place to investigate watches.
All right. So let's just like rehash this. And you and I have had this discussion like a million times on Discord, but like I really like Tag.
Yep.
And I think that you have also convinced me to look at Omega.
Uh-huh.
And I was also looking at Breitling.
Okay. I wouldn't suggest Breitling.
Okay.
Not because I think they're bad watches or whatever, but they wear really big. They tend to wear really big. And also they just started making their first in-house movements, so the prices on them have bumped up quite a bit.
Okay.
So not that like Omega and the other watch brands that like you're into Tags. I think Omega is better than Tag, but you can do what you will. I think IWC is also a very nice watch brand, but I would avoid Breitling as a first one just because like you're getting into pretty like to get like a good Breitling. It's a pretty significant chunk.
Yeah. So I'm looking. So okay, this website's fucking me up. So is this like new and used watches or like?
Yeah. You can get new watches like that. Like new in the box watches. You can, but everything is gray market, so nothing is retail on this. But like it's like someone bought a watch, walked out of the store with it, and is now trying to sell it to you on this website.
Ooh.
Yeah, so like I said, don't buy a watch from here, but find a watch you like on here, or like at least just look around a little bit, get a feel for what you're into. It'll help you. It'll help you in a few ways when you walk into the store to be able to like build up a rapport with the person who's maybe selling you a watch. Depending on where you go and where you buy it from, having like being able to talk fluently about them a little bit is helpful because like. What a lot of watch shops will do is, hold back on you a little bit, where they'll be like, oh yeah, there's a waiting list for that one, or we don't have that one in, or we don't have anything available for that, blah blah blah. But if you walk in and like you can talk a little bit about them, then people loosen up a little bit. They're a little bit more likely to be like, all right, well, we just got this in this morning. I was gonna save it for someone else, but you seem really into it, so It's good to know a little bit about what you want and what you
I would be
learn the words for stuff.
First of all, like I'm not setting foot in a watch shop without you. First of all, that's like rule number one, right?
No. And then when we go in, you're gonna wear one of mine, so you look.
Oh,
and
okay,
shit. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This guy fucks, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. What's the?
Say I'm looking for something to go to the gym in.
Yeah, and then like lean on the counter and conspicuously like angle the watch so it catches the light.
They'll notice it the second you walk in. It doesn't matter.
What's the Tag one that's like the popular one? Is it the Aqua Racer? Is that still their best one?
So I'm going to be honest with you. I don't do a lot of research into Tags. My friend of mine has 2 or 3 Tags that he loves, and when I see him on him, like I'm like, yeah, it's a nice looking watch, but it's just never anything that's caught my fancy enough to really dig in on. Omega stuff, like especially like the moon phases and stuff like that. I like those a lot. And for IWC, all their pilot watches, they get some nice ones. The Portuguesers, I think, are really cute. I would get one of those in a heartbeat if it came my way.
All right. So what Omega do you like? The Seamaster or Speedmaster?
You know what? Either one is probably fine. I don't think you're gonna find like I think. Like once you figure out what you want the watch face to look like, that kind of dictates which one you go after. It's like different ones have different things on them and measurements and chronographs.
God
and pointy
damn!
Things.
Some of these Omegas are up there.
Yeah, I think like Omega does a really cool thing on some of their models where on the back you can actually see like the movement and like the crazy spinning stuff. It's like
gears. I think they're called gears.
They're sort of geary. Bit gearish.
Man, there's this really nice Speedmaster, this stainless steel one that would be I could make, like I could make that one work. Like I could probably do that one. And then they have their Seamaster.
Yeah.
What are these? Oh, these are about the same. Yeah, I
know. There's not a ton of give between.
Yeah. Those. Now, okay. Can I tell you my secret fear though? So
Sure.
here's my secret fear.
Yeah.
My secret fear is like, okay, we're gonna find a nice watch.
Yep.
We're gonna find a nice watch.
We are.
That is not crazy expensive,
Yep.
but it would be, let's just call it an investment.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wear that thing like I'm a fucking king. But then I'm gonna come across somebody that looks at my watch and just knows that they're better than me because they have a more expensive watch.
Yeah, that can happen to anybody.
That's the reason. That's the reason
up until your name is Pharrell Williams and you walk around in $3 million watches. Everyone in the world there's going to be a pecking order, and you and me are not going to be terribly high up on it.
Wow.
So look, don't buy a watch. Don't buy a watch with the fear that someone is not going to think your watch is cool. Buy a watch that you think is cool, because look, there's a lot of people out there who are never going to have that. We're just never going to come close to that.
Sure.
Like a good friend of mine had a Rolex sub that he gave to a friend of his because this friend of his was so into it, like gave it away, like no money exchange.
Wow.
Gave it away because it's like an 8-9 grand watch. Just like, but to him, that's fucking. That's like a 3 minutes of his life, but like he just gave it to a friend of his because this friend of his would have no chance at ever getting it. There was no way he could ever walk into a store with anywhere near that amount of money and purchase it. He just gave it to him. And look, like I appreciate acts of kindness like that. I'm not quite there yet, but that watch to that guy was unobtainium. That he was never going to like come anywhere near that. So the fact that he could get that. Like he walks around with that again to coin your phrase, king shit a fuck mountain with that watch on. He feels great about it. He never flinches when he puts it on, goes out with it.
Yeah. God, I really like the look of these Submariners.
Yeah, subs are nice.
Which one do you have? You have
I have the Deep Sea Dweller.
Deep Sea Dweller.
Yeah, and I think if you like the sub, you should look at the Sea Dweller because the Sea Dweller is a special watch.
Yeah,
so
they got the Sky Dweller.
Oh, I have that too. So this is my Sky Dweller. I'm going to hold it up to the camera.
Oh, that's gold, baby. That's
all
gold.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
yeah, the fuck
boy.
it is.
Oh God.
And this is the Sea Dweller. And this is the one that I bought more recently. And this one was like a dark horse. I like this thing. I like this thing quite a bit. It wears a little bit bigger than the Sky Dweller. It's not fickle 18-karat gold like the Sky Dweller.
God.
And the Sea Dweller that I got is the Deep Sea version with the James Cameron face on it.
The Rolex Deep Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the other one's two-tone, and we don't talk about that.
No.
Yeah.
That one doesn't get invited to Thanksgiving.
Oh, and then do you have the black face or the blue face?
No, I have the D blue face.
Oh.
So it's got that fade on it. Yeah.
God, that looks so nice.
Oh, it's a fucking erection. Just every time I look at it, it's like, shut up. Get out of here.
God. I mean, look, Rolex I think is kind of the standard, right? I don't know, man, but I really like
unless you want to spend upwards of 80, 90 grand on a watch, which you would get for like, Patek or Patek, I'm sorry, depending on your inflection. Then, Rolex is going to be like, something that's approachable and known and, no one's going to mess with it. Vacheron Constantin, it's another very good watch brand. They have the little iron cross looking logo on them. They make a model called the Overseas, which, it's like I think the most modest face on those is like it's like bluish. It still has a calendar, but it's around 20,000 for the stainless steel model.
God damn.
Yeah, but so like I would check out one of those in a heartbeat. But like the Vacherons and the Pateks are a little bit harder to acquire, and the Pateks are just like that's money that I'm not willing to spend on a watch. Just yet, at least for the ones that I want. Like the gold Nautilus is like 105. I'm like,
yeah, but you
just not going to do that.
As hard as you fucking work, you deserve it.
Yeah, I think the Sky Dweller was pretty good for what I do. Probably live with that.
Does it like, okay, I mean, I have my kinks, right? But
yeah,
are you at a point now where you're already looking to accumulate your third watch, or?
So there is not a third watch that I want that is reasonable. I think as far as Rolex goes, I have the 2 watches that I really love from that. I have the Sky Dweller, which is pretty fancy, and then I have the Sea Dweller, which is very, very good for like everyday wear and all that stuff. But there's not like another watch from them that I'm like really nuts about. If there was gonna be one that I would check out, it would be the new model Yachtmaster with the black face and the oyster flex band, because that one's real pretty, and that has like the whole black and gold thing going on. But like that's another 30 grand watch that like I don't know where that fits into my life right now.
Okay, fair.
So it's like it's cool. I like it, but I feel like I would have to make a choice if I was going to get that one.
So okay, so if you don't want to answer, it's fine. But
yeah,
like, what is Ash like? Does Ash go for this stuff too? Like, does she into the watches too? Like, does she have nice ones as well?
So not yet. She was always diamonds up until recently. Then me going to buy another one, she started looking around at watches, and there's I think a 36 date just that she likes with a weird palm face on it. But like I mean that one's not nuts. That's around like 7 or 8 for that one. But she wants a men's watch because they were a little bit bigger. So she would get one of those, but up until 2 or 3 months ago, she was just all about rings and earrings. Not even like necklaces, bracelets, stuff like that. Just
Mandy,
diamond stuff.
Mandy will say that she's not into that, but she's into that. Like, I need to get her something nice.
There's no lady in the world who does not cave in a little bit when they see that spark. Like I see that sparkle and I'm like,
yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at that, no one is ever going to say I'm husband of the year, but I
would.
Okay.
Messed up.
Maybe you can marry me.
Even though you've been ignoring me on Call of Duty lately, but it's all right.
Sir, listen. Sir.
Vanguard sucks. I don't blame you for
that. It's not that Vanguard sucks.
It does.
No. I mean, it's first of all, it's a fundamentally broken game. But
it's a challenging game to play.
Well, you're good now.
No.
No, so when Mandy's not here, I go to bed like at 9, and I lay there with Rocky. So she's back in a couple days, and then we can get back to shooting mans.
Okay. I mean, no pressure.
There's definitely pressure.
No, there's definitely no pressure.
There's definitely.
I don't even have like the same fun playing it that I used to. Like whatever new season stuff they have, it's like it's okay. Like, oh, here's a new SMG. Wow, okay, yeah.
Are you playing anything else right now?
No.
Okay.
No, I got nothing else. Every other game I try, I'm just like, hey, I can't.
Can I talk to you about Destiny though?
Of course.
God, Destiny's so good right now.
Yeah.
I just like you and your watches, I managed to snag a few things in that game that I've been after for some time, and it just feels good. It's just that hit of dopamine that is so hard to get.
Yeah, I understand.
God, so many good things. I'm sorry you bounced off of that one.
I enjoyed playing it a lot when it was just me messing around and like, kind of just going places and doing stuff and like, oh, I'm going to go in here and shoot a few things and then I find a treasure chest. The more involved stuff, like the jumping puzzles and like the stuff that was like cooperative with like the poison plants and like tripping until you get to the doorway, I'm not good at that. Like, especially when like there's like 4 people like waiting for me and I'm just dying like 17 times. It's like that's and like that's not for me. And then like this is going to sound horribly hypocritical, but like playing the same dungeon thing over and over again is not fun, and that's coming from someone who plays Shipman in Das Haus on so like I realize how ridiculous that sounds, but like the reused assets in that game, I'm like, nah, fuck you, give me something more. Like, you gotta give me something else.
Yeah, part of that was we were playing with Arthur, who didn't have all the expansions, so we were like constantly in the same thing over and over again. But like, if you were to come back and play it now, it'd be different. But I'm not gonna.
Well, you know what? I'm willing to give it a shot just because I don't have any extracurricular stuff to do. I am home alone until next Saturday, so I think you could probably con me into trying Destiny.
No, we can
again.
play. No, we can get in and fuck around and get yelled at by racist teenagers. Like I'm fine with that. We can still play. We can still play Call of Duty. I mean, we only have to suffer through Vanguard for what, another month, 2 months.
I think it's October, right? Yeah, October.
So August, September. Yeah, I mean it'll be here before you know it. And then
it's going to be here basically when I get back from vacation.
Good.
Hey.
Good. One more reason for Ash to hate me.
She doesn't hate you.
No, she did like a strong dislike for me.
No, nothing of the sort. You keep saying that, but there's nothing even weird there.
Okay.
If anything, she's probably happy that I have something to do that involves being social with human beings.
Yeah, but you're a social guy.
I am. I'm very social, but I don't have a ton of outlets for that sociability. You know, like I don't go out and hang out with friends a ton. You know,
you can always come to Ohio.
Yeah, I've heard that rumor.
Yeah, plenty of room for you and the whole family here.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a zoo, I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah. What was it? Saskatchewan?
Sandusky, you
Sandusky,
idiot.
Yeah, okay.
And SeaWorld's not there anymore.
Yeah. No? Did it dry up? They ran out of water one
day? They're problematic.
Okay.
They're problematic.
Okay. All right. Didn't like the pictures of the whales fall off the side.
God. We used to have so much fun there. God. All right. So what are you doing at the gym now? Are you still doing just deadlifts, or what are you doing?
Just deadlifts, only deadlifts.
Just deadlifts.
I have a modest program that keeps me happy, healthy, and sane. I don't quite have the ambition that you do, doing a different 50 different exercise workout every day.
Can I tell you what I did today?
You can.
So it was the first part of it was a workout that was 24 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it was every 3 minutes you had to switch what you were doing. So like station A was taking like a heavy medicine ball and sort of like slamming it down in front of you over and over again, like slam ball stuff. And then 2 rope climbs.
Okay.
I'm getting really good at shimmying up the rope, bud. Not gonna lie. If it wasn't for my fear of heights, I would go way harder on those.
Is there a bell at the top you get to ring when you make it all the way up?
Well, there's a chain. You can like bang the chain.
Okay.
The chain's at 15 feet. And then the other part of it was, so after you did that, you had 3 minutes to do that, and then you had to go outside, and we had to drag sleds across the parking lot backwards and forwards. Mm-hmm. So like one of those like ground sleds, you put plates on it, and then I had a strap around my waist, and like the first part of it was you had to walk backwards, which totally blew my legs up, and then you had to drag it back.
Okay.
So that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Sleds are the only time I've ever puked. But the only times, plural, I've ever puked has been sled work. Sleds just fuck me up.
Yeah, is that anything like pushing a prowler, or is that just a completely different thing?
Pushing a prowler.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
Oh, prowler's fantastic. If you're into cardio, prowlers are a fantastic thing.
Let me find you. No.
It's like this contraption that you load up with plates, and then you hold on to 2 bars at the side. And you put your head down and you push as hard as you can.
Very similar to that. So let me see here. They call it the Rogue. Yeah, it's one of these. I'll put it.
Rogue reverse prowler.
They don't call it a prowler. They call it a dog sled. So it's that, right? Yeah. So imagine that without the 2 bars, the 2 tall bars that you push.
Yeah.
And that one has a picture of a strap that has like a carabiner. So that strap is how we were pulling it. So like today, that was around my waist walking backwards, and then it was around my chest walking forwards.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So there were no bars.
No bars. Just straps.
Just straps. Now we do the bars because those come out, and that's the shit that makes me puke. Because like we go really hard on those. Like once you get like 4 or 5 45-pound plates on there, and you're pushing it uphill.
Sure. Yeah.
For time, like you just want to die.
No, that kind of work is very tough. There's an amount of physical exertion that goes into that sort of sustained activity that is I've never personally been very good at. I think I would probably puke on that too.
Yeah, but you do cardio.
I don't do cardio.
You do cardio.
I take walks.
That's cardio.
Yeah, but I don't like it's not like not physical exertion. I don't have like 45-pound plates strapped to me. I'm not pushing or pulling any, like except for like the occasional stroller. I'm not pushing or pulling anything. It's not. There's not a lot of that in my life. I stick to a very modest assortment of exercises, like overhead press, bench, dips, squat, chins, deadlifts, rows. I don't do a whole lot else. I like my whole thing is just adding weight to the bar every time I go in, and that's my measure for success. If I can add 5 to 10 pounds every time I lift something, then I'm happy.
Yeah, we don't do a lot of benching at the gym I go to. We do from time to time, but it's a lot of deadlifts, it's a lot of cleaning, it's a lot of snatching stuff, like more like Olympic lifting stuff. Yeah.
Well, so like to put a fine point on it, I do not train bench. I do not go in and try to do like 3 sets of 5 and add 5 pounds to bench. I work bench. So like I'll do like 5 sets of 3 and I'll do 3 sets of 8, but I don't train bench the way that a lot of people who do like powerlifting or strength training train bench. There are a lot of dumb reasons for that I have almost no interest in getting into because they sound like I'm just copping out, but they're actual things. So I just don't do it. I just don't train it the way I train like the overhead press.
Yeah. Yeah, I think overhead strength is one of the hardest things to train anyway.
Yeah, it's a tough thing.
You gotta have good shoulder mobility. You gotta have that whole deal.
Oh, it's all about the hips, baby.
Now, did you go back to the same gym you were going to before?
Yeah. There's nowhere else in the neighborhood I could do what I do at. There's like a Crunch, which fuck that place.
Gross.
Up and down.
Crunch.
There's a New York sports club that I used to go to that is just a detestable basement, and then there's my detestable basement, which has everything I need, and they know me there. they say hi. Yeah, like, hey Eric. Hey, I don't know your name.
God, I'm coming up on 8 or 9 years at the gym I go to now. Yeah,
crazy.
One more, and I get a free set of steak knives. Actually, I get my name up on the wall if I'm there for 10 years.
Are you in the same boat I am, where like you've been going there for that long? You're just like, fuck it. I don't think I look like I should have looked like after this long going.
Well, I sort of. So the gym I go to, obviously, I go there to stay in shape.
Yes.
And like my gym has two types of classes you can go to, right? And they're all instructor led. They're all coach led. The one I do is. The 2 tracks are called Thrive and Build, and Thrive is the more like canonical what was CrossFit workouts, but they're not a CrossFit affiliate anymore. So,
right.
But it's CrossFit-y type workouts, right? So it's like dragging sleds, it's doing squats, it's doing burpees and kipping pull-ups and gymnastics movements and all that other shit, right? Like high intensity, get your heart rate jacked type stuff. Yeah. And then over in the build side of the house. That's where there will be like squat cycles, right? So it'll be like, we're gonna test out a 1 rep max squat clean, right? And so we've got like 4 weeks to sort of build up to that, right? So the programming is more geared towards working that and deloading and all that sort of baked into the schedule, and like and then they also have like nutrition counseling, and they've got a PT on staff there, so like. I have a personal trainer there. In fact, I'm meeting with him tomorrow, and he helps me work on the stuff that I need like specific help with, right? Because I have like really bad ankle mobility. One of my, my overhead stability isn't super great, and there's just stuff that we work on, and we've been working on the 3-position clean just because when I get heavy, like my form goes to complete shit. So like we work on that, and then he's also like my nutrition person, so he's the guy that helps me track my food and sees that I'm staying on track there. So like I
full service, in other words.
Yeah, pretty much. And to go back to your original question, like, do I look the way that I want to look there, like completely like ripped and like strong and everything? No, but I definitely look better than I did 8 years ago.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, I think at my heaviest, and I can't remember how long ago it was when I, ran into you in Seattle, but like I was like relatively new in the gym then, maybe. I don't know. But like, my weight, like, I'm back down to like 180 which I haven't been that light since college. Cause like there were years here where I was like flirting with like 195, 200.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. And now I'm definitely a leaner 180.
How tall are you?
I'm probably a few pounds heavier than I need to be just because like the last 2 weeks and being sick and everything.
Sure. Yeah. How tall are you?
Like 5'8".
5'8". All right.
Yeah. I'm a small chunky boy, man.
No, I mean it's just I think that the 200-pound male is an underrated thing.
if you have those 200 pounds in the right places.
Well, no, I mean look, like no 200-pound male who's under like 6'5" is gonna have abs, but you could like getting your squat up to like in the high threes, low to mid fours. You would look great at 200.
Yeah, my butt.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's
my
what I'm
butt.
going for.
Oh, goddamn. Give me the butt.
Both cheeks, not just one cheek.
Yeah. I don't know. So anyway, I catch too much shit for not doing enough build. I usually just do Thrive. Because my thing is, there's a lot of guys there that do build and they're very strong. These are guys that are deadlifting, 5 reps of 450 and they're their back squats like 375, 400, like they're just super strong guys. But in a Thrive workout, like after the third burpee, they're just like, yeah, fuck this. Right. So it's like, I am of the opinion for me that I'd rather be like fit than strong. Like I like being stronger and I am stronger than I was, but I enjoy being fit.
So the way that I see it is that there is nothing you can do where you get stronger that would make you worse at being fitter. So like, people who want to build, people who want to get better at something that involves, any sort of cardio, any sort of repetitive stuff like that, them getting stronger is generally a good approach to getting better at that. So like, it's really hard to train burpees. So we're like, like you do like 19 burpees one week, you're probably not going to do 30 burpees next week, right? Like you just don't have that sort of like linear growth to it. Okay. So like I think, like strength is the basis for anything. Strength is money in the bank for the rest of your life. Like the stronger you get, the more the more muscle mass you have, generally the better off you are, for like in doing anything. Like strength training like that gets you stronger. That's something that's going to make you better at everything you do. And then when you do the sort of training for the Thrive stuff where you do, whatever pushing and whatever pulling and whatever burping and those horseshit pull-ups that you do, like you'll be better at all of those things if you're an overall stronger person. So like I think you should not ignore the strength side of it as much as you are.
No, and trust me, my coach says the same thing, right? Yeah. Like he wants me to hit more builds and everything. And like what most weeks I do is I'll do like a Thrive Monday, a build Tuesday, rest Wednesday, and then a Thrive Thursday, and then a build Friday, except for weeks where I'm doing personal training with him. And then it's all about like, I'll ask him like, hey, what do you think we're going to work on Friday? And he'll give me like some hints because usually he likes to keep it a surprise, and then I'll sort of like plan accordingly. I
think you should bulk this winter. You should get up to 200. Not like don't hit 200 overnight. You should bulk this winter. Get up to 200. Focus on the big, I don't know, 3.5 lifts. Get your squats and deads and overhead presses up real crazy, and then like when winter ends and you cut down with all your Thrive programming, you're gonna be so fucking happy with the muscle that you have under that thriving fat tissue. You're gonna give yourself a boner.
Well, yeah, you just gave me one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so
yeah, I could talk anyone to anything.
Yeah. All right, a couple more topics here that I want to hit on. A while back, because you are a super generous person, you sent me some cigars that were very well received between me and my friends.
Fucking better be.
Yeah, those were so good, man. Those were so good.
If anyone didn't like them, I would go visit them.
They were so good. I mean, I went through a period of my life where I was like smoking. I would smoke like one cigar a week, like on a Thursday or Friday night. I would sort of chill out with one.
Yeah.
Got away from it.
Yeah, that's hard to do.
Yeah. And listen, I was a fucking 20-year-old shithead. Like I didn't know one good cigar from the other. So tell me about the cigars you like and where you get them.
So There is a link in the show notes to a site that friends of mine have ordered things from and gotten legitimate things from. I buy most of my cigars when I'm traveling.
Yep.
So like when I'm overseas, that's when I pick up my Cubans that are unfortunately banned in America.
Yep.
And so like that's when I pick stuff up. They're either a duty free or you hit a tobacco shop while you're over there. And I don't know.
What do you do? You mail them yourself?
Yeah. Well, mostly I mail it to myself when I'm. No one really cares when you do that. It's really only at the airport where they're dicks about it. So I don't know. I keep an eye out for like the probably like the 3 to 5 brands that I know the best. So it's going to be like the Cohibas, the Monte Cristos, the Romeo y Julietas, the Partagas, the stuff like that. So if every once in a while I'll be able to find like a rare cigar that's cool to have, but for the most part I buy stuff that I can stick in the humidor, and I know that in like 2, 3, 5 years after a little bit of home aging, everything's going to be cool.
Yeah. So the thing you linked me, what is this? Is this like a foreign website? What is this?
That is a website where you can buy real legitimate Cuban cigars from that you will not get hosed on. It's very hard to find websites that you can get that from and that will actually ship to the U.S., but they'll do it. Like I said, a couple of friends of mine have bought stuff from there, everything checked out with them, so that might be a good place to grab something from. But don't order anything until you actually have a humidor, because if they show up on your doorstep and you're like, I'll just put them on my desk for a while. It doesn't work out well. Yeah,
because I'm looking at some of these right now, and they're definitely not cheap.
No,
but that's a whole box though, right?
So I would suggest buying by the box. Buying singles, kind of weird, unless there's something you specifically, unless it's like something you want to try and like you never had before.
Well, this is 1,200 euros. Like, how many come in a box?
Depends.
Full
on the
box, 25. There's 25 in here. So hold on. My math sucks, but that roughly comes out to $48 per cigar. Holy shit!
Yeah,
man, that's way more expensive than what I usually smoke.
That's what a good cigar is worth, buddy.
Okay.
I mean, you got to figure that's like $1 a minute, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Now, you like to drink this. You like to smoke this with scotch.
Well, I mean, what else are you going to drink it with, or what else are you going to smoke it with?
Yeah. See, you made the same mistake.
Beer.
Well, yeah, but like, okay,
wine doesn't hold up.
Okay, so again, you have to remember that I'm a giant child and I don't know any better. Like, I like the scotches that I like, but what were you drinking tonight?
Tonight, I'm drinking a Talisker that I'm not crazy about. It's okay. It does the job.
Talisker's okay.
It's not my favorite thing in the world. Usually I go. I mean, like Lafroy, Lagavulin, Ardbeg, stuff like that. I like the real peaty stuff, but you can talk me into something a little bit more delicate for dessert.
Oh shit. Yeah, I just have like Dewar's and some Johnny Walker upstairs right now.
Yeah, that's not scotch.
Well, I mean, it's kind of scotch.
It's blends. Come on, man.
Well, no, some of it's blends. Like the cheaper stuff is blends, but Dewar's
Johnny Walker is all blends. Even even blue is a blend.
Yeah,
there's no Johnny Walker that's a single sourced.
Yeah,
thing.
but
they buy scotch from other people.
But some of the Dewar stuff I have is a little more expensive as single malt.
What, like the what's it called? Horse something. Yeah, they got a horse one or something. I think is a single malt.
I don't fucking know. It's up on my drink card. I don't know.
Here's the thing, man. Anything that you can buy in a little bottle on an airplane isn't something you should have in your house.
Okay. I think that's a good watermark to have.
Yeah, we can go scotch shopping. We can figure you out.
Well, I'm gonna go to the liquor store tomorrow. What am I buying?
I don't know.
Give me a good scotch.
I think that rather than going to a liquor store and buying a whole bottle of something taste untasted and smell unsmelled, I think that when you get up here, we should go to a scotch bar and we should take you around the world a little bit. And figure out what you're really into. So when you go to the liquor store, you don't end up with an entire bottle of something that makes you rich.
Yeah, well, I mean, plus I don't necessarily drink a lot at home.
That was your first mistake.
Well, I have it, and there are times.
Yeah.
We have officially become the family that hosts Thanksgiving now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, come October and November, I like to have decent bourbon on the cart. I'd like to have some wine on the cart. I'd like to have, probably some scotch or something on the cart.
Yeah.
Something I can mix. Like, you talked to me about this before, right? There are definite staples you need to have in the house, like a decent rum.
Sure.
Yeah.
Diplomatica was a good one.
Yeah.
I like that quite a bit. But I think, for a lot of those types of alcohol though, you build up a bar cart because there's a drink you want to make, and you end up with all that stuff sort of in your life, and then you'll hardly ever touch it.
Exactly.
Things that are staples, like good reds, good red wine, good white wine, good scotch, stuff like that is you'll touch that a lot more than you'll touch a bottle of rum or a bottle of tequila.
Agreed.
Even like Clase Azul, which is like wonderful tequila-ish stuff. Is I have bottles of that I don't like. They sit there for a while because it's not what I want to just sip constantly. It's like once in a while stuff. So I think like signs of adulthood, right? like marks of being a grown up is having good, like nice stuff like that just sort of readily available.
And that's how I feel, right? Just kind of having it, right? Even though I'm not necessarily going to drink it, just having it.
Yeah.
So when people come over, or we are hosting, or God forbid, like for me, what I have, my sort of go to right now is like a really good Malbec, or like just some kind of red blend or something. There's something decent just to have that I will drink over the course of like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, well, I have a glass like every couple days.
All right,
and I do my best to keep the cork wet.
Yeah, no, I am always impressed when I hear about people who can pace themselves like that. Because for me, as soon as the cork's out, the bottle might as well just be empty. Then, like there's no.
Yeah, but but part of it too is like Mandy doesn't drink, so
at all.
No.
How'd you get her to marry?
Well.
She used to drink.
Blackmail. Yeah. She drank one time, and we don't talk about it anymore. We don't talk about it. Was the Grand Cayman incident, as we call it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, one time.
Okay.
But no,
drank once. Okay.
Yeah, so like for me, like it's usually drinking alone, unless people are over.
Unless you're playing video games with me, then you're definitely
then I'm definitely not drinking alone. Like there's been definite times where the red wines come out and we've had some real bangers. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so what the whole to wrap this all up?
Yeah,
I need to get to New York.
Yeah,
you need to educate me.
Yeah, we're gonna figure your entire life.
We're gonna figure my whole fucking life out.
It's gonna be like that movie Joe vs. the Volcano, where I play like the limousine driver.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What a pool! I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It is, with the luggage.
Yeah, the cowboy song.
Fuck.
So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna take you shopping. We're gonna get you some stuff. We're gonna learn you some stuff. You're gonna go back to Ohio and think this place is too small for me now. Yeah. Where am I?
Ohio has been too small.
Mandy, we're getting out of here.
No, we're gonna die here. All right, Erik. It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure,
man. Thanks for filling in. You are the second most interesting person in my life.
Yeah, shouldn't you be thanking Paul for filling in when I'm too busy to do this? Isn't that?
Hey, if we ever expand the podcast to 3 people, that would be wild.
All right. Well, I'm available probably.
All right. So let's plug some of the stuff you're doing.
Yeah, sure.
You're back on your YouTube bullshit.
I'm trying to be. It's not as easy and seamless as it is with this Macintosh computer that I came across in an alley somewhere.
Man,
what an
idiot.
my Windows.
What a fucking dummy.
Windows machine. I this is a long way to go just to have iMessage on a computer screen.
But you like that part of it.
Prank. Yeah, it's great.
Like that part of it.
Yeah, I know, because I can not have to look at a phone when I'm talking to people and be rude. Yeah. You just put my eyes up in the corner and okay.
My favorite is, and I learned this the hard way, to put myself on D&D on my computer, because when I get the Erik messages pop up on my screen when I'm in the middle of presenting to customers.
Oh yeah, that can get tricky.
God, I was in a presentation one time where like I got a spam text message about sexy babes.
Yeah,
that went over well.
You know what? That kind of stuff, I would almost like program that stuff into a session to lighten the mood. Like that's just funny. Like everyone's gotten that stupid message. Like
that's the worst.
hey, why are you blocking my number? This is my picture from when we met. And you're like, yeah?
Yeah.
Send me another one.
All right, so you're on your YouTube channel. Go ahead. Where can people find you to get the best SQL Server training out there?
You can find me. So my name is Erik with a K. So just apply that to everything that I say from here on else.
Yeah.
Here on out, rather. ErikDarlingData.com. Twitter is Erik Darling Data. And that's also my social security number. So,
you got one of the good
guess
ones.
I'm pretty well fucked out.
Got a vanity social security number.
Yeah, god damn it.
And then you're going to be speaking a bunch of different places. So you said you're going to be at Summit.
Yeah, past Summit, November.
You're doing a pre-con, right?
Seattle. Yeah, doing a pre-con.
Performance stuff, or what are you doing?
Yeah, always performance. What the hell else do I know about?
I don't know. You know about
my brain is this big here.
You know about scalar functions.
Yeah, that's performance stuff.
Yeah.
That's all performance. There's nothing smart.
You know how to whisper to the engine in a way that I never did.
Well, that's because you never tried. You applied yourself elsewhere and did quite well. I'm proud of you.
I'm attempting to apply myself other places.
You should.
Spreading myself liberally on every piece of technology.
Yeah,
just like man spreading all over Azure.
Fancy Drew mayonnaise everywhere.
Yeah, just my human oils and grossness. Yeah, exactly. Fingerprints everywhere. Yeah. So you're gonna be at Past Summit. You're gonna be in Amsterdam. Maybe I'll go with you.
You should.
When is it again?
I'll get you the exact dates. The conference is the 10th to the 12th, but I'm showing up from like the 8th to the 15th or something.
How far? Okay, so how far is Utrecht from there?
Utrecht is 40 minutes outside of Amsterdam.
Oh God, buddy, that's a train ride.
I know.
Like we'll just stay in Amsterdam.
So I thought about that, but the thing is that I would have to commute. It's very easy to just do from the hotel, and I found a really fucking cute hotel. So I'm kind of psyched on that, but then I'll probably I got the hotel for the entire time, but what I'm probably going to do is figure out a different hotel to stay in as soon as the conference is done. So like from the 12th to whenever, I'll just stay in Amsterdam and not bother with, because I think at that point I will have exhausted the exoticness of Utrecht. just to going out on a limb here.
And then where was the other place? You said Seattle, Technorama, and then what was the other one?
No, those are the only two, right?
Those are the only two?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to Europe for something else.
Yeah, well, we're going.
Oh, that's for the family thing.
Yeah, leisure.
It's
not a vacation; it's a trip. I'm bringing kids with me. Two extra pieces of luggage.
Your kids are adorable and perfect.
Yeah, it's great. They've learned how to fight in Europe, in America, Mexico.
Do they fight?
Soldiers of Fortune. Oh yeah. That's all they do. They're stock and trade. Beef.
God, your daughters or something.
Threats.
All right. Threats.
Where can people find you, Drew?
I'm on Twitter at Pitferg, P-I-T-T-F-U-R-G. Occasionally I'm on Twitch doing weird things in the desert with cars.
Most of the time he's on TikToks.
Yeah, fucking TikTok, dude. That is that is comedy on demand for me.
If it wasn't going to get banned in America, I would probably start doing SQL Server stuff on there.
I registered an account specifically just to bookmark some of the dumbass recipes I find on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that have to come from the Cayman Islands now, or is that?
I don't know.
Do you need a VPN for it? Is it street legal?
I don't know. Is it street legal? I don't know. I have an account and I watch funny things on there.
You do. I wish you'd send some of them to me.
I did. I sent you one today that kicked off a whole 15 message message chain.
That girl, that bartender, Janae, whatever her name is, fine. That drink sucked.
I love it. I love it when the jokes go right over Sweet Arthur's head.
Yeah.
What girl or what guy?
Yeah. The volume must have been off. Buddy.
He's so sweet. He means well. All right, buddy. Hey, listen, man. Always a pleasure.
How do you know it's always a pleasure? I've only done this once.
Anytime I get
next time could be hard.
Anytime I talk to you is a pleasure. You kidding me? You're a blessing.
I look forward to it. You are a blessing, Drew.
All right.
You came into my life at a very low time and rescued me from
shut the fuck
having
up.
to talk to my family.
You
did. Look, this is like you get to lift me up. I get to lift you up a little bit. It was very, very much appreciated the way that you sort of adopted me into your video game family during Lockdown V1 and let me play games with you when I had nothing else to fucking do with my entire life.
That's all.
So I appreciate it.
That's all I'm good for. I'm not one of your real friends.
Well, because you don't come to New York, dickhead.
I'll get to New York.
All right, prove it. Jesus Christ.
What do you want me,
this is what I put up with.
When do you want me to come? Next week?
Yeah.
All right, hang on.
Next week.
I'm looking at flights on Delta.
I got miles. I have like 500,000 Delta miles.
I have Submariners and 500,000 miles.
I don't have a Submariner. I have a Sea Dweller and a Sky Dweller.
I have a fucking Sea Dweller.
Yeah, exactly.
More miles than you ever have, Drew. When is now? When is now?
Now is the 14th of July.
All right. So, what days would be good to be there next week?
Whenever. What days can you afford
I want to come.
I leave for Boston on Saturday afternoon,
the 23rd.
23rd.
So we're gonna miss out on prime WP days.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll just come on. I'll come on a Monday.
You'll be the only one.
Yeah. So if I were to be there on the 19th and go back to 22nd, what are we looking at here? CMH to JFK. Here we go. One of the few direct flights I can fucking get.
What's that? Like
$800? Nope, not coming next week, buddy.
All right. I got miles.
Man, like the difference between first class and main cabin is like $50. Like that's how expensive that is.
Hey, might as well just do first then.
I mean, I could. I wonder if I could use miles for this. Hold on.
Of course you can. You can use miles for anything. It's the beauty of miles.
I could totally use miles to get there. Where would I stay though? I need a place to stay. I don't have any place to stay.
I have 2 apartments and one of them is completely empty.
Ugh, buddy. You don't want we just talked about my filth being everywhere. You don't want my filth in your apartment. When are you back from your
Do you have any idea what filth I emanate?
I've seen the pictures of the lube.
Yeah.
When are you back? When are you back from your shenanigans?
I think we get back in mid-August. So like we're dickheads. We get back in mid-August. We're home for a week, and then we go to Portland, Maine for a week. So really, like realistically, after next week would be like September.
All right. So I could definitely do September.
Okay, well, let's definitely do September then.
All right, we gotta let's just see here. So,
and everyone listening to my podcast now,
yes, Eric's podcast.
Listen to Drew's Oath, where he comes to visit me.
Yeah. All right. So, so like legitimately though, like what are the best days to be there? Like, do you want me to come like on a Thursday, go back on a Sunday? Like, what are you thinking? Like, give me ideas here.
Thursday to Sunday is fine with me. I mean, you're the man with the 9 to 5.
What are you gonna?
You're the one who has to negotiate with someone.
Well, you work too. Don't do that.
Yeah, but I can when I don't want to work, I just don't.
All right. So I could be there 8:30 on a Thursday, 8:30 in the morning. And like, by the time I get to your place,
to yourself.
Why? By the time I get to your apartment, you'd just be waking up because it would take me like an hour to get to your apartment from the airport. That's
generous, but yeah.
Wait, you think it would take longer?
No, I don't think I'll be awake.
Okay. Well, I mean, my other options is to get there mid-afternoon and I'll be hungry.
Okay, you know what? You show up anytime you want. The only thing is in September, my other roommates move back in downstairs, so you would have to get a hotel. So, you could spend a little bit more on a flight now and have a free room and board. Or
you said you have 2 apartments.
I do have 2 apartments.
Yeah.
I have my apartment where I live, and then I have my family apartment where my family lives because I can't stand them. So,
wait. You mean
it's a tax write-off?
You sleep in the upper apartment?
Yeah.
You don't sleep in the same bed as your wife?
No.
I learned something today.
That can't. Oh no, that's awful. We can't. We don't sleep cohabitate well.
Can I sleep on your couch?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, all right. Now we've. Listen, I'm not going to drag this out anymore. We had this whole discussion about what hotel I'm going to stay at, and like apparently I was staying like next to the bad KFC. Apparently.
Yeah, that wasn't a good KFC.
Yeah.
You were also near the other hotel that they usually keep like witness protection people in, and you don't want to be near that hotel because everyone knows that's where they keep the witness protection people.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't want to get caught up in that drama.
Yeah.
All right.
So you come up in September. You stay with me.
No, I'm not going to put you
I put
out.
nice linens on the couch.
Put nice linens on the couch.
Real
what are we
nice
going to do?
linens.
We're gonna okay. So let's just brainstorm. We're gonna go look at watches.
Yeah.
We're gonna go drink scotch, smoke cigars.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a vacation for me, dog.
Yeah. So
we're gonna build your elevator signs.
Fuck that. Come on. Look. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at watches. Right. That's a prime goal. It's a prime objective. Most of the good watch stuff is in sort of this L shape in Manhattan, sort of below Central Park. So we'll go to all that stuff, and then coincidentally in that area, there's also a lot of really good places to eat and drink. So that will be on the menu. Don't. This is not a cutting week for you. You go back, you're gonna have to do squats and deadlifts, and then I have 2 humidors. We can figure out what cigars you like. You can figure out what scotch you like. You can go to scotch bars where all they serve is that delicious stuff from. Well, I guess they have Japanese stuff now too. Open the market up a little bit, but yeah, we got lots of stuff to do. Lots of places to go.
All right, you got me. September for real.
All right,
September for real, because I don't think we're going to be able to make it work before you go on all your fucking big Euro trash vacations.
Well, I mean, if you're also going to Amsterdam, we can get some stuff done in Amsterdam.
That's not till October. Right?
But that's going to have different lighting.
Yep. Yeah, things might get weird over there. The last time I was in Amsterdam, things got very weird.
Counting on it.
God, but then I'm going to have to see sequel people.
No, you're not.
That's true.
No.
God.
Wear a wig. No one will recognize you.
Yeah. God damn. There's pictures of me in drag. I don't wish that on anybody. All right, let's get out of here.
Okay.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.